This is really hard to look at right now. France, that's a cool one. Do they have Canada? It's launchers. I don't want launchers. Do you guys see how happy I got when I realized it was Canada? What's good in the hood, guys? Welcome back to another video. Before I get into the topic itself, which is the SoaR RC, I want to let my Canadian viewers know that Clutch, my chair sponsor, is actually doing an exclusive giveaway for the Canadians. I'm not quite sure why it's just Canadians only. I have absolutely no idea, but if you're interested and want to check it out, possibly enter the giveaway, just check the link that's in the description. And yeah, that's about it for that. I personally enjoy the chairs. I also have a code. If you don't win, you can always use that for a percentage off of your chair order. I know you guys probably don't want to watch Infinite Warfare because it is pretty lame to watch, but I've been playing it for like the last 20 minutes and I've got to say, it's a lot more fun than I remember it, despite being screwed in the ass multiple times like that. Like, what are good guns? I haven't played this game in months, and I feel like I'm just using the freaking nerfed guns, I swear. A lot of you guys know this, and a lot might not know this or think I'm a fake of some sort, but I'm actually in SoaR Gaming. I went to Anaheim with the whole crew. It was really, really fun. I got to meet them all, and it was an unforgettable experience. Just the fact that I could meet the team that I met through gaming was actually unreal, and everyone in the team is so genuine and real in person. It's so fucking crazy. I just wanted to start the video off with that sentence because, like, it's a bunch of great people in this team, so if you're not going for the SoaR RC, I recommend that you do. Anybody can go for it. If you didn't see the video, that'll also be in the description. It's about 3 weeks long, and it's gonna be a banger, because they might fly some people out to the SoaR house, which is really freaking crazy if you think about it. So I'm gonna give you guys some tips and words of advice on how to make your responses better. For the most part, it's gonna be about creative stuff, but I'm also gonna talk about content creators and streamers, because I am a content creator, I am a streamer, but I'm mostly a designer and kind of graphic artist, more so now than the other two. I'm kind of equal on all fronts, but I like designing and whatnot more than everything else at the moment. But I have some input for all aspects, so just keep your ears open. Gotcha, bitch. So the first thing that I would recommend doing is being creative as you can, but at the same time trying not to force it out of you. Naturally, if you're creative, things will just flow out of you. If you enjoy what you're doing naturally, it's just going to be entertaining to watch. Nothing's worse than watching a YouTuber trying to be creative, but just knowing that it's really, really forced. Like Jake Paul, for instance, it's forced. Like, definition of forced fucking whatever he is. I try not to hate, but like, their hype is just so forced, it's actually cringy. The next thing I'm gonna say might take a lot of people by surprise, but try not to make generic Call of Duty cutcoms 1v1 series videos. Like, sometimes it's very entertaining, and I'm not saying don't do it. Like, go ahead, if that's really what you want to do and you enjoy doing, do it and kill that shit. But my one tip, if you're going to do it, is, you know, just be the best you can be when you're doing it. Try to spruce it up with editing, because Call of Duty, like, we all keep reverting to the old CODs, which is not a bad thing, but it's not necessarily fun to watch anymore. Like, we've seen repeated 1v1s over the last few years on the same games, and it's just getting really, really stale. Again, I'm not telling you not to make generic Call of Duty 1v1s, like, videos, because look what I'm doing right now. I'm making a generic Call of Duty cutcom as we speak. What I'm saying is, if you're gonna do it, try to be creative. Like, spruce up the editing, you know, highlights, that kind of thing. Don't be like everybody else. Try to set yourself apart from it. Because after a certain point, it's not fun to watch anymore, and it's just, no. Also, from a designer standpoint, if you're gonna post Call of Duty, like, 1v1s and stuff, and you really want it to stand out, the first step would be a thumbnail on your video. Add some funny music. Don't overpower yourself to the point where it's not you anymore. Don't force it. But at the same time, you gotta understand, like, 1v1s, all that shit has been done so many times that leaders don't really care for it anymore. They want to see something different. They want to see something that's creative and funny. And I'm not saying, again, don't do it. If you really want to do it, do it. Just make it entertaining. You guys don't have to rush your responses. You don't have to freak out because you're not doing something that's different. But, you know, just take some time. Think about it. Like, you have 3 weeks. One response that is banger is better than 50. Play any game you want, because at the time, like, right now, I'm a Call of Duty player. My channel right here is based around Call of Duty, and I enjoy playing it. Like, I'm enjoying playing it right now, but I've been playing a lot of H1. I really want to try Battlegrounds, but I just haven't bit the bullet yet. I have some scary games on my computer. Like, I want to play more games. Don't be scared to branch out. Like, honestly, don't. That's what they're looking for people to do. Like, SoaR gaming is SoaR gaming. It's not SoaR sniping anymore. We want to build a community that is so widespread that we can reach every single aspect of the community and be good at it. So play whatever game you feel like doing. Don't limit yourself to Call of Duty. The next thing that I really want to give you guys a little bit of a, I want to say tip, but kind of like a recommendation more so. If you can or have the ability to, try to get yourself some decent graphics for your streams and videos. If you make it yourself, that is fantastic. That is awesome. I like to see that so much. But just kind of try to spruce yourself up. I know I've said that twice when it comes to like music and editing, but when it comes to looking at a stream or a video, I personally like it if people use overlays that they're somewhat decent overlays. Like, they're not overwhelming, they're clean, and just they have some sort of graphics that show who they are, kind of thing, right? That's just a me thing. That's what I look for when I go to someone's streams or videos. I look at the graphics. It might have something to do with I make graphics, but just in general, like, that's what I look at. That's pretty much it for the content creator side. Like, just take your time, guys. Like, it's not a race. If you're going to stand out, you're going to stand out, whether you post 1 response or 50 responses. So don't rush yourself, don't overwhelm yourself, and most importantly, have fun with it. Like, don't try to be someone you're not to get somewhere that just, you won't fit in if you try to be someone you're not, right? So do your best, have fun with it, and just play whatever games you want. Like, fuck, have fun, be creative. So moving on to the graphic side or the creative side of the RC, my tips are pretty straightforward, but if you listen to them, you could you can make yourself really presentable and just overall a better candidate. I mean, like, do your own thing, but like, these are my personal tips and like what I would like to see out of people. Because I do see a lot of people spamming their stuff all the time, and it does get a little bit overwhelming in my mentions when you have one person spamming 1 image per tweet saying, here's my SoaR RC. Like, it's 1 photo. Ta-da! So when it comes to creative people and this RC, I haven't seen many portfolios. I know it's really weird to say that, but like, you can have a portfolio for photography, you could have it for videography, for graphics. Like, my best suggestion for creatives would be to make a portfolio. Nothing looks better and just feels better than going to someone's account, right, and seeing they have a portfolio where they compile all of their best projects to see in one place. Because just tweeting them to Twitter, sometimes it just gets really overwhelming, especially if you're just tweeting 1 photo at a time. Like, yeah, if I'm bored, I'll just scroll through Twitter and look through people's profiles to see their recent projects. But if I'm really looking at someone's skill, I go to their portfolios to see what they can offer. And that would be my ultimate tip for any creative, no matter what you do. Like, a portfolio is definitely key. And that goes for real life. If you want to do graphics in the real world, if you want to do someone's photography, like, you need to have some sort of portfolio out there for these people to see, so they can look at your stuff and decide if they want to, I guess, hire you or not to do those kinds of things. So it'll benefit you not only in the gaming community side of things, but also in the real world, and it's just one of the best tips that I can give you. The next thing I would say for creative, like, graphic stuff would be speed arts. So I love making speed arts, and I know SoaR Studios wants to start up the studio channel again, which would be a lot of tutorials, speed arts, like anything like that. So if you guys are into graphics or anything and you think you know a little something that a lot of people might not, make a tutorial. Like, you don't have to be like, here's a banner, here's that. Like, step outside of the box. They're looking for like tutorials, speed art videos, just really creative shit. Like, don't stick between the lines of, I made someone a revamp. Like, you don't have to. Make some advertisements. Like, do whatever you want. If you're like, I came up with this idea today, like, make a geo filter for Snapchat and SoaR. Like, how cool would that be? Like, you're not limited. It's art. And like I said about the gaming submissions, take your time. You do not need to post 50. You don't need to be the first person to post, because if you stand out, you'll definitely stand out. Like, someone posted a SoaR font today. Like, that was one of the most unique responses I've seen in a really, really long time. And that's this kind of like people that you want on a team when it comes to design and stuff, is like people that can kind of just come up with things and do it and have fun with it and just be really unique. We're looking for really detailed projects, and just overall, if you could speed art, make a detailed project, pretty much anything like that, you'll get noticed. Like, you will be noticed, and like, we see you. I've had people tag me and shit, and like, they tag me 40 times, and it's like, relax, we see you. And with photography, try not to stick within the cliche like G Fuel photos. Go take some portraits. Go take some scenery photos. Go like take photos of your animals, like anything. Don't limit yourself to gaming related photos, especially when it comes to G Fuel. There's so many G Fuel photographers and whatnot out there that's kind of, if some of the leads see that, they might just look past it for the reason that it's not unique anymore. Everybody does it. Just be you, be creative, be different, step out of that box. And I know it's a lot easier said than done, but honestly, like, it's not hard to go out and go exploring and just take some photos. Like, you don't have to take your G Fuel tub with you. Keep posting all the time, RC or not. But, you know, like, don't burn yourself out. There's got to be a balance there. I personally love looking at photos people take all the time. I've been so overwhelmed with such good photographers during this RC, and I've just thought, where have you all been? You'll stand out if you stay on top of things doing creative shit. I mean, yeah, that sounds a little bit better. If you're a little bit more active, you post a project here or there that's really well done, especially photography, like, girl, shit looks so good. Don't kind of disappear for like 8 months in a row and then come back like, hey, there's an RC, I might as well come back now, because odds are people will just look past you. I've been recording for 30 minutes talking about all of this, but there's just so many things that I could possibly say to give you guys a little bit of more insight of what people want to see and like what you could do. I really wish I could give you guys ideas, because I know there's so many talented people out there that really deserve a spot in SoaR. And, like, I'm rooting for all of you guys. So there's so many people that watch me. There's so many people that watch my friends that deserve to be in this team. And, like, it was a lot of work to get here. Like, SoaR is SoaR, man. Yeah, make some speed arts. I've been making a lot of speed arts, and that's something that a lot of designers don't do, but could really benefit you if you are looking to join SoaR. Be creative with it, though. Be creative with everything you do, and that is going to conclude the video, guys. I'm so sorry if it was long and drawn out and not what you really wanted to hear, but, you know, it is what it is. You gotta work for anything you want in this world, so that is that. Thank you all for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure you drop a fat thumbs up. Let's see if we can hit 500. That'd be sick. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good night. I'm editing this video right now, and that outro kind of reminded me of Scumpy, so don't even say it. I know. He blocked me on Twitter. I'm still sad about it.